When preparing for a transmission filter change on a 97 Chrysler 300 with a 3.5 liter engine, you will need, well, this is an O'Reilly's brand, but FK-326 if you want to get it online. This brought me a little bit of grief, because I was like, wow, that said ATF 4R, and I was looking for a big R, but it's the R is just tiny. ATF 4R, 5 quarts. I bought this a while back. I think I got enough. I got this a while back too, but there's your filter and your gasket. Cool part about this one is I normally would lay my paper gaskets out because they're all bent up in that box, but I don't really think you'll need to lay this out. I mean, it might be a good idea. I might amend that later, but just lay it out for a few days if you have the time to just let it kind of lay flat so it lays on the pan a little bit better. I'm gonna use a creeper, and my stuff was a little bit it wasn't really well lubricated, but this slick stuff does a real good job. So, you know, side note, I'm using these guys, but you know, you don't necessarily need to. They're probably going to get in my way, because I'm going to have to jack it up more and put it on jack stands. So I probably shouldn't have even driven it up on those, because I get on my creep. And if you don't use a creeper, you probably won't even. You can probably just do it on these little drive ups, but this creeper puts me up too much, and so I'm gonna lift a little bit more. I don't want to have to shimmy underneath there. And also, interestingly enough, you don't use a 10 millimeter like the other Chryslers. It's a T30 star bit. You can get those little security bit sets at your auto parts store. In regards to the draining, I like to use the 2-pan method, because these filter changes are pretty messy, and I like to get this up off the other pan, so if anything, and it will, whatever comes down here is not going to soak the bottom of the pan if you have it down there like that. So that's the only reason why I've got those little spacers there, so I can just kind of isolate my messes. But cool, and the cool thing is there's only 6 bolts on the transmission pan. Let me see. I'm gonna pause it. It's only 6 bolts, 6 of the T30 star bolts on your transmission filter. So the last one I did was like 17 or 19 bolts, so that's good. But that's I'll probably amend this preparation video once I actually get into it, but for now, that's some major stuff that you'll need or possibly want to have before you start this.